McDonald's sausage biscuit with Burger King grape jam. Burger King has jam and McDonald's has jelly. I didn't get any jelly from McDonald's. The wind, it is so windy here. It's like rocking my car. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It is super windy and dusty. And it was too windy in the drive-thru. I just grabbed my biscuit and left. But the Burger King grape jam came from work. This guy's wife brought us some breakfast the other day, and there was some leftover jam, and so I took it. Hope y'all are having a good morning. Let me eat my breakfast, and then I'll get back to you. Bye. Yum. Almost done. The last bite. Good morning. Ate my breakfast. That was good. Thank you all for coming to my channel. I have survived from yesterday. Nearly perished in a horrible crash. I'm still rattled by that. I have never seen a guy, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it was a guy. I don't know who it was. I thought I saw like a head with a short hair and a cap, but it could be a woman. I don't know. Who knows? Could have been a kid stealing his mom's car. Well, it had new tags on it. So they just bought the car. They're driving like a maniac. I mean, I was seeing some bad drivers do stupid things, but that was the most ridiculous. When I was going up the ramp, I slammed on my brakes and I skidded. Actually, I didn't skid. My brakes were really good. I mean, I stopped pretty quick, but I don't know how far away. I mean, I can barely see. The drop off from the hood of my truck goes down, and I'm a little bit elevated. And so when you're up close to somebody in a truck like this, it's kind of, you can get really close to them, but you can still be like 2 or 3 feet away. So I might have actually been probably about 2 feet away from him, because at one point I couldn't even see his license plate. So when I almost skidded into him, and my truck actually turned about a 3/4 turn, or a quarter turn, I guess, not 3/4. I was turned about, like that. I skidded like that in the middle, or at the bottom of the ramp. I was just fixing to go up it, and he just cut across, went in front of me, and he was doing this at like 5 or 10 miles an hour. I mean, I was so rattled, I don't know. I went to chase him, but I'm done. I survived. Okay. And it's super windy here. I don't know if y'all can hear all the wind. It's like crazy windy, and it's cold. And I just realized I actually have 2 hoodies on. I have this sweatshirt. I think I have another sweatshirt underneath. I have a t-shirt on. Oh my God, I don't know what I was thinking when I woke up. And my Dogecoin, the video I did last night, today I looked at it again, and I was going to try to see if I could buy more Dogecoin, and they have put a restriction on it. They're taking away like your access to the instant deposit, because I took out a little bit of my bank account, what little tiny bit I could squeeze out of it, and I was trying to buy a little bit more Dogecoin to bring my average down, and it wouldn't let me use it, and it gave me some message that I have to wait for 5 days to let it clear. Like, so, and they've done that before, I think. I kind of remember something like that happening a while back, maybe a year or 2 ago. I don't remember. And or they may do that quite frequently. I don't know. I mean, if anybody else has experienced that with Robinhood, it's a really good app, and I love it. I mean, it's free. You don't have to pay any fees for buying and selling, which is great. You know, I would never be able to invest if I had to pay all those fees. There's no way I could afford that because I do very small investments. You know, get my $20 for gas, you know. But I was trying to increase it so that I could actually start, you know, a big account rollover so I can, you know, roll the profits over and just keep it in the account, keep it in there for a long time and just keep rolling it over and rolling over and building it up. And I had to end up taking a bunch of it out to fix my truck, and it was, you know, I don't really remember how many, I didn't do the math on it, but I think I had collectively between 700, maybe about 750 or something like that, less than $800 in Dogecoin, and the same thing in Bitcoin. And I ended up having to cash them both out so I could fix my truck. And then I think I ended up with, like, I don't remember, 5 or 7 or whatever, probably less than $10. I just don't remember. It was so little, I don't remember. And 2-3 days ago, when it started going up, I think I had about $2 in there. And by the time it, you know, peaked at like 8 something, I had, I guess it went up to like almost $10 in value, which I proceeded to buy at the high because I was watching it and I just couldn't believe it was going up so much. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, when it hit 3 or 4, I was like, oh, it's going to crash. So I didn't buy it then. Went up to 5 or 6. Didn't buy it then. I was like, when is it going to crash? You know, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do? What do I do? You know, and so I was like, panic bought at 8 cents. But it wasn't very much. It was, I think I put in $16 or something. I don't know, because, you know, the fear of being left out, you know, or, you know, the FOMO, what is it called? I don't know what it's called, but, you know, I was like, oh no, I didn't want to miss this, because I've numerous times when I didn't invest, I was too scared to jump on it, because I did make some, you know, bad buys, and it made me more conservative in my buying. And yesterday, big huge regret for me. I mean, it wouldn't have been very much, but it would have doubled, you know, if I would have bought at 3 or 4 cents, you know. Even the $16 could doubled it to 30, 32 bucks, you know, something like that. And I just missed out on it. So now I am stuck with what I have here. And if I can squeeze in the screenshot, y'all might be seeing it now. I don't know if I can edit it in. I'm still learning to edit, still learning to do putting videos together. I'm using KineMaster. I don't know how to say it. K-I-N-E Master. But if it shows up on the screen, it shows I have 279 Dogecoins, and my average, oh gosh, I forgot to look at, I think it's around 6 cents or something, a little over 6 cents, I don't know. But it was down when I woke up, it was around 3.5 cents this morning, and I was trying to buy more so I could average, you know, get my average down. And they blocked me. They, you know, whatever I don't know why they do that, and it's really annoying when they get busy and, you know, the markets start to be a little volatile. I think we should still be allowed to buy and sell, you know, our shares. I mean, they're restricting our profit, or taking away, you know, our ability to, they're controlling, you know, the amount of money that we could make. They're taking away our profits when they do that, and that's another thing that hacks me off. And just waiting around for it to clear. Today's Saturday, so my money's not going to clear for another 2 days. I put it in yesterday, I think in the middle of the day. I don't even remember when I did it, but So I may have to wait another 3 or 4 days for it to clear, and I don't know if it's going to go up, down, or it'd be so amazing if it went up to $1. I just don't think it's going to do that for a long time. I think, you know, it has the possibility to do that because look at Bitcoin. I mean, it was like $3.48 or something. You know, those people that bought in at that time, those are some lucky damn dogs, I swear. If I could have been aware of it then. I don't know. I really didn't get into the cryptocurrency until maybe about, I think I've been buying it for about 5 years, on and off a little bit at a time. And it was such a, I mean, it's such an intangible concept, you know. A lot of people, I try to explain it to them and they just don't get it and don't. It took a while for me to research it because the language that it uses to describe it, and you have to really get into, you know, what is a digital asset, or what is it for? What do you mean you don't get a coin? You don't get, you know, people ask me, is it like dollar bills or coins? Or so it can be kind of challenging to try to put this idea into people's heads where they can, you know, clearly understand it, because people, you know, they want to have access to their assets, you know, it's something tangible, or that they can, you know, they want to know that they actually have it. So it's kind of hard sometimes to explain what cryptocurrency is to some people. And I did show a few people, you know, tell them my lost fortune and my misery yesterday. And a couple of people I worked with, and there was 2 people that I worked with that they knew they had invested a little bit into it before, and theirs was going up, and it was 2 very young guys, and they had they didn't really quite understand what it was, but they knew it was like a, you know, kind of like a stock trade or something. I mean, it was still kind of not really understandable to them, but they just knew that they can make money off of it, you know. So it's been kind of strange trying to explain that to people, and it took me a while to understand it too. I'm understanding a little bit more and more as I research it, and you know, it at first when I was like, a digital asset, what is that, you know? So just trying to get into that concept, you know, a lot of people have trouble with that, and I think that's one of the reasons why cryptocurrency didn't just really go off, because I think if everybody clearly understood it, it would, I mean, cryptocurrency would boom. There would be no stopping it ever, you know. It's a lot of it has to do with putting the idea into people's head, you know, that it is a real thing and it can make you money. There's millionaires that were made overnight, you know, the past few days. There's been numerous, and thousandaire, 100,000aires. I would have been a thousandaire, but just trying to, for some people to get a grip on that mentally, to understand, it's kind of hard for them. But I think it's more catching on. The more people that are profiting from it and making good on it, I think it's gonna catch on more and more, and people are really gonna utilize it, and it's gonna become something. I think it is gonna, you know, be a huge part of our future. I think it's gonna have staying power, and I'm sure they're gonna regulate the hell out of it in the future. So this is like I don't want to say like the free ride, but the good times, you know, right now. But I think it's going to get regulated the hell out of it, definitely, because anytime the government can squeeze money out of you, they're going to do it. So get it while it's good now, and research it, you know, just figure out what's right for you, but think about it seriously, because I think it's here to stay. Okay, hopefully my money will clear. Let me see if I can bring my average down, and hopefully things get better. Thank you all. Thank you for coming to my channel, and have a good day. Bye.